right, outdoor crew, it's you're into fishing, camping, and getting off the grid, meet your new best friend, the Hunter Orange 25 quart cooler from Caddy Sports. This isn't your average cooler. It's remolded for max durability, bear proof, and 20% lighter than other brands, so it's easy to haul whether you're deep in the backcountry or just sitting up at the dock. You'll get up to 3 days of ice repenting thanks to thick, high performance installation that means cold drinks, fresh food, and fewer ice to run, whether you chasing muddy offshore or posting up at the campsite. Best part is 40 to 50% cheaper than the big name coolers, but still built to perform season after season. And like all Caddy Sports name brands, gear is proudly made in the US. So use code RUMBLE at checkout for 10% off of your order today. That's caddysports.com. Go grab the Hunter Orange 25 cooler and keep your next adventure ice cold. Did you know the biggest threat of your retirement is not something that's talked about often? Our increased longevity in America means default retirement accounts like the IRAs, the 401ks, and the TSPs may not specific if you have over $100,000 in your retirement account. Get access to a free 2-minute report from Augusta Precious Metals and reveals the one step you can take to secure your financial future. Text SAFE SAFE to 35052 today. Grand Rising, everybody. This is Dice Game G coming back here on We Are Business TV. I got a very important message. That's why I was so trying to quick to come in and do this quick live. You know what I mean? Because I just came in from work. And please, people, watch out for the false flags and don't fall for their dirty tricks. Because I did a video last night about these EBT cards, and and they pretty much blocked half of that video. We can see it here in the United States, but other countries you can't see it. So they blocked it. So, but I looked through it and trying to review what they blocked, and they blocked it at the beginning. I was like, and you go video out on YouTube or on Rumble or BitChute, you check it out, and they blocked it around the beginning. In the beginning, it just coming in with the intro and it's playing my music. So they blocked it at the beginning, and I was like, and I own them rights to my music. So I was like, why they blocked it? So I really looked in it, and they placed another name in it. And then we talking about YouTube. This is YouTube now. You know what I'm saying? And so I looked up the name and looked up to see, and they put this band name as the copyrights. And I was like, they own the copyright. I'm like, hold up. No, I own my music. I own it. So, and a light bulb popped on. I was like, well, hell, we talking about these EBTs. And I knew me and my brother Dick have been knowing for these last, uh, 15 years that they was going to, they was going to really, this massive riots going to come in around the country and stuff, and people and they was going to be attacked on our food source, and we've been hearing for the last 15 years that they was going to do that, and
they're gonna expect riots and people goes out and riot the stores, loot the stores, and take all the food. This was 15 years ago. This was 15 years ago, and now we up on it now that the EBTs next month, people's gonna be taking off for the EBT. So I went on and posted short, did another video and posted short, and to explain why they blocked it from other countries from seeing the video. And I placed my music on there, the same music, the antidote. Hell, when I come back to check it, they blocked that short off YouTube nationwide. I mean, worldwide. Boom, another light bulb popped out. This is the plan. And I've been noticing around YouTube that people been, certain ones been, been telling people to go on and when they cut you off, go on and go in the stores and take all the food, your groceries, all you can, take much as you can. And I was saying to myself, like, well, you would think YouTube would, block them, and protect the stores, so the stores be protected, and so and block they video, so it won't have a mass influence on people to go and steal from the stores. Why would they block mine? I'm telling people to don't go to the stores and loot and take food and stuff like that. Why would they block mine? Because I'm trying to protect the stores and trying to send a righteous message. Boom, another light bulb popped on. Like I said, this is the plan. And I was just noticing too, I'm looking at these people that's promoting this, telling people to go out and they cut your EBT card off, and you can't get your funds, saying stuff. These might be the bots. These are the ones these are the bots, these are the AIs. They placed on us. 'Cause I told you 60% of the internet is really taken over by AI, and we know they got channels that is nothing but AI. We think these are real people that we looking at, but this is AI generating made people. So they are promoting this people to go out and ramshack the stores. And I was like, I'm gonna go spread this message. You know what I'm saying? I told people I was gonna be on the front lines. You know what I'm saying? 20 years ago, I told people I was gonna be on the front lines as I've been speaking to people, letting people know and awakening people about this global agenda, this new world order. Trump has to know about this. He has to know about this. It's been people have been threatening up to go in and they already doing it. It ain't like they ain't doing it. They already going in the stores and taking and filling their bags up and running out the stores. You see what I'm saying? So if you ain't seen it, go on my channel, or go on OK Rick's channel, because he just got through doing one last night, about them people going in the stores and ramshacking the stores. And when I was talking in the video, when I was saying, as people ramshack these stores all over this country, all over this nation, they ain't gonna open them some bitches back up. They just gonna close them down. Every store that been ramshacked, they just gonna close them down. They ain't gonna open back up. So that's why I'm thinking they pretty much might got these agencies out here, going out here and trying to start and trying to get people into these stores and start stealing. What I'm getting at, you know. So, and I'm gonna put it like this: I'm gonna ask my ancestors to protect me. You know what I'm saying? Most High God, protect me and my family from all these bullies. All anything that is trying to come out, they trying to come my way, trying to get harm and stuff. Because they know I don't fear them. I don't fear them. I'm not trying to, call on anything, but they know I don't fear them. Because every time that we stay on their trail every time we bring out videos and speak up on this, especially back in the day. And I'm talking about it ain't too like when Joe Biden was in, they was deleting our channels. But we've been staying up on their trail. We've been staying on their ass. We know the plan. Every time we speak out and know their plan, they start doing this. They start blocking your videos, start blocking my videos, start deleting the channels, giving us strikes. They don't want this out because that's the plan. This the next thing coming because everybody know Donald Trump been threatening to cut off everybody the first of next month. We already here now at this. You know what I'm saying? What's the date? The 26th? And they talking about November 1st, they're gonna cut everybody off. So this is the play. And I don't hear Alex Jones talking about this, talking about the stores. He might talking about the people coming in the stores and filling their baskets up, but he's not saying about it when the stores been ramshacked, they're not gonna open them back up. Ain't no other new stores down the street or nothing. You know what I mean? So when I said in my previous video that just for example, 50,000 stores been ramshacked because people want, EBT cards been, showing up empty and they going in and they ramshack and they filling their baskets up and taking and the stores all, cluttered and stuff, 50,000 stores ain't gonna open back up. I would say give it a take if it was 100,000 stores in America and you say 80 of them bitches was ramshacked. How many stores left? It's 20,000 fucking stores left. And for anybody to go shop and buy up, and they not just hurting themselves, they hurting all of us, all taxpayers. You know what I'm saying? This is their plan, yo. This is the plan. And I ask everybody, please say this longer wide. I ain't up here, trying to look for, cloud number. I don't do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what I've been all about, sharing the message. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about no money. I don't care about what you got. I don't give a damn about none of that. Like I said, I'm a Gemini. Like I said, I see things right here. You know what I'm saying? I go within my heart. You know what I'm saying? I speak for my, throat chakra, my crown chakra. That's why this is why I lie. You know what I mean? And why would I have to lie to anybody? You know what I mean? But they know I got to. They know I come on their track. This is the plan. This is the next big thing. You know what I mean? So as November 1st get here, and I ain't saying this will stop anything. I'm not saying this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just spreading the warnings now. So as you see all this stuff happening, and these people ramshacking these stores, just further know them stores that they ramshack, it's not coming back. Because they want to control you. They want to control all of us. So if them stores don't open and you can't go shop for food, you can't you ain't been up on growing the food, so you ain't got no choice to go back to them. This is art of war. This is chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? They strategizing. They already know they've been losing all fronts. They already know people been waking up all over the globe. They see what's going on in the UK. People, going against their government. You know what I'm saying? We the only ones over here in America still out here, pussyfooting around and thinking this shit, somebody's gonna save us from this. And this is up to all of us to save each other. You know what I'm saying? Not the government. I mean, I've been saying that for many, many years. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think, oh, what the fuck you know? You know what I'm saying? You just, you know what I'm saying? They don't listen to a black male because they think a black male just out here trying to don't know shit, ignorant and dumb. You know what I mean? Like I said, and don't get your panties in a twist. This is not no racial thing, and I don't have a racial bone in my motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, I have, you know what I'm saying, white people that save me, man, faster than my own people. You know what I'm saying? Save me. You know what I'm saying? Help me out. You know what I'm saying? You know, so for any of y'all bots come up here and want to say, "Oh, you," this is not no racist shit. You know what I'm saying? They after all of us. And then too, the poor Caucasian people. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be the ones hurt about these EBT shit because they don't. You know what I mean? You know, so please spread this long and wide. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Diggy gonna come back tonight, and we gonna really go into another live speaking about the 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 Christ conscious. You know what I mean? So people, you got to, you know what I'm saying, at this time, you know what I'm saying, that low vibrational shit is not gonna play in here. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to, you know, go to a higher state of conscious, you know what I'm saying, that low vibration shit ain't gonna play. And going and ramshacking these stores, it's not one of them. You know what I'm saying? Because you taking food out of children's mouth, not just grown up children's mouth, because there's a lot of children that's gonna be affected by this shit. You know what I'm saying? and and everybody want to look at Donald Trump to be a savior. See, I'm not here trying to bash Donald Trump, but I still ain't seen no fucking arrests. I mean, like, major politicians and stuff like that. And, you seeing a lot of clips that's coming out, especially with uh uh Charlie Kirk's wife. You know what I'm saying? It was a clip that come around. He I guess it was Charlie Kirk's funeral, and he was with Charlie Kirk's wife, and when she throwing up the goat heads. You know what I'm saying? So have you seen that? And he just looking up, smiling like he know what's going the fuck on. You're not gonna be where he's at and not being in the game, not being in the loop, being in the be in the order, be in the groups. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's got a bigger following up to 5 million, 2 or 3 million, they getting money like that. They not they in the game. They this is a game to them. They playing with our lives, and it's a game to them. I don't know if they know the soul never dies. They know we never dies. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is that because of it? But it's one thing I do know. They this is the New World Order agenda. It's always been the same agenda. It haven't changed. And going into this new race thing, I mean, a new species, because I know you done, if you've been following my channel, you already know that they trying to create a new species, merge, human with technology, Terminator type shit, so we done talked about that so much. You know what I mean? This is still the same agenda. New World Order agenda. Ain't nothing changed. They might have to rearrange some things and play. Yeah, they not like us, yo. Remember that song by Kendrick Lamar? That's so true. They not like us. You know what I'm saying? They can't create. They had to get us to do all the fucking hard work, and then they be controllers, they be bosses. You do that. They more fear of us than we fear them. And we just a lot of us just don't know it, because they know what the power lies, and that's with us. But they got a lot of us so brainwashed, got a lot of us so, scared of the police, scared of the government, scared of but people got to feel to realize that we have the most high, our ancestors. They here, they all been here, they never left. They, you know what I'm saying? Only thing we have to do is line ourselves up with them and that frequency. I don't know how many times we have to tell y'all that. And I'm not telling y'all that if I don't do it, or I don't, call in our ancestors. You just heard me earlier, call in the ancestors to protect me and my family because I'm spreading this message. So that's the agenda, y'all. That's what, when November 1st get here, if I'm wrong, hell, I'm gonna say I'm wrong. But when November comes here, and I know everybody done been hearing about what they've been saying, people been saying when they go on the web, they cut my shit off, I'm gonna go in there. Okay, you big and bad, you got the S on your chest. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, you got Superbad on your side. You got Batman. You got Spider-Man swinging from ledges and trees and shit. Just saying. Please share this long vibe. Because I had to come in and do this because I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So they blocking this and they haven't blocked anything of mine for the last 6 months. You know what I mean? Especially the blocking the antidote. So I was like, nah, that's not the antidote. It's the EBT shit. Because that's the next stage. That's the next stage to get the control over the food source. They already been, we've been already eating artificial foods anything anyway, you know what I mean? Ain't no seeds in our shit. We can't grow anything because there ain't no seeds. Now, if I'm wrong, I come back and tell you and say I'm wrong. Cause I hold accountability for the shit that I say. I don't backpedal. But if I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong. But these last 20 something years, everything me and my brother Dick have been laying out. I want to say 90% has been on point. Only thing you gotta do is go back and go to our Telegram. You know what I'm saying? The old fucking videos and clips and lives and podcast shows that we've been doing. And matter of fact, because with the old podcast shows, they clip the links in there, so you can't go back and listen to them. But you could check out the titles and look at the titles and read what we put in the description. And you see that we've been up on this shit. So I want to thank everybody for listening. Please share this long and wide. I'm Dice Game G on We Are Business TV. Please watch out for the false flags and please don't get tricked because they on some dirty shit. I love y'all. I'm out.